Hi, I'm Christine Hopkins, local author and Galveston expert, and we're here to give you a sneak peek inside Moody Mansion. Here's a fun fact. By 1885, Galveston was the largest city in Texas. We were the #1 banking center and the #1 cotton port of the world. As you can imagine, this was a thriving city with a lot of wealth. Moody Mansion is an example of that wealth. This 28,000 square foot, 4-story home was built in 1895. W.L. Moody Jr. bought this home from the heirs of the original owners shortly after the 1900 storm. Moody made his money in banking and cotton. This was the family home until 1986. We encourage you to take your time touring this home. There's so much detail, craftsmanship, and beauty. And as you explore Galveston, you're going to see the Moody family name on buildings and, of course, at Moody Gardens. Let's start with the main floor. This reception room was meant for formal social interaction. This is where Miss Moody would receive callers. Adjoining the reception room is the library. This room served as Colonel Moody's office. Across the hall is the ballroom and the conservatory. This room would be used for special occasions like weddings, receptions, and even funerals. Mary Moody had her debutante ball in this room. And now for the dining room. Imagine Sunday suppers and holiday meals in this gorgeous room. Just look at the detail of this room. Through this doorway is the living room. This was the heart of the home for the Moody family. This is where the children would do their homework, the adults would write letters, read the newspaper, and although it's considered the least formal of the first floor, it's still pretty formal by modern standards. And now for the sleeping quarters on the next floor. Compared to the first floor, these rooms are pretty simple. This was Libby Moody's room, and she was the youngest of the Moody children and born in 1897. This was Mary Elizabeth's room. She was the oldest of the Moody children and born in Houston in 1892. After she married, she moved a few blocks away, but returned home after the death of her husband. We're going to talk more about her later. This room served as the master bedroom for the Moodys. Mr. and Mrs. Moody were married for 53 years, and she passed away in 1943. When her father died in 1954, Mary Moody Northern became executor of his will and the head of Moody Enterprises. This included banks, newspapers, hotels, insurance, cotton, and she also became head of the American National Insurance Company and chair of the Moody Foundation. She never had children. Mary Moody Northern lived in this house until 1983 when it was damaged by Hurricane Alicia. She died in 1986 at the age of 94. At that time, ownership of the house transferred to the Mary Moody Northern Endowment, which she actually had established in 1964. She was truly a visionary. The philanthropic legacy of the Moody family is carried on by Mary Moody Northern Endowment and the Moody Foundation. They are leading forces in healthcare, education, historic preservation, and the arts. On the ground floor of this home, you'll find the Galveston Children's Museum. This requires a separate ticket and is geared toward ages 2 to 10. Thank you for joining me for this quick tour of Moody Mansion. Remember to book your vacation rental early with Ryson Vacation Rentals. Ryson offers more than 250 vacation homes all over the island, including in town. For more details, visit the link in the description. Remember to like and follow our page to see more vacation rentals and to keep up with all things vacationing on Galveston Island.